This is a follow-up on an audio that I posted not too long ago regarding a heart awakening. And I was called to pull some cards to help with what you're dealing with. So there's a sense that this is taking a long time for you to finalize. And first, I want to say on that, there's no rush here. I'm also getting a sense that you've put a lot of pressure and expectation on this creation. And they're saying that let that sit. Let that sit. You don't want to put too much pressure on it. There are expectations on it regarding how it will be received, whether it will reap what you want to reap from it, whether it's going to change your life, whether it's going to change your circumstance, which appears to be under pressure. And what they're saying is, even just imposing these feelings on the creation will stunt your creativity. You want to relax. They're saying that if you sit with it, that communication, that knowing will come in. You will know when it's time to move on this. You will know. It will be very clear. So what we don't want to do is harp on it, keep going back to it constantly, that incessant pressure on it. This creation does not need to be put and pressured through the mind. The mind has a lot going on at any given time, and when someone sits down to execute on something very creative, essentially you're not listening to the divine timing of when you need to sit and create it. It could wake you up at 2 a.m. to say, let me move on this, let me add, I've got inspiration. It could disturb you. It could disturb you when you're busy with something like, you're taking a break, you're busy with something. It could disturb you right then. It's sometimes very difficult to get what you want out of something when you put pressure on a specific time and tell yourself, right, now I'm going to do this. Let it flow. And I'm seeing that that's the most important advice that's been given here, is that they want you to realize the rushing that you're putting on it. And the surrounding dynamics. There are other things in your life that are putting pressure on you that you're dealing with. And I think perhaps as well, this is where the heart awakening is coming in. Allow space to heal. When this creation is happening through the heart, if there are a lot of things that are unhealed in the heart, it's a lot to expect your heart to do all of that at once. And while, yes, your heart is capable, but your mind may not be ready to extract it at that point. They're saying that this confusion is going to clear, and you're going to be able to make a decision. Not too long from now, you're going to be moving into making a decision on what it is you can put forward. And I'm getting that it's also time to remember the reason why you're creating this and to clear that up. We might create out of need, but that's not the heart of the reason why we create. Go back to the fundamentals of what underlies this art. And it's also time to look at delays differently, because delays are given to us to give us that time to clear the space to create. And harsh words like, I need to stop procrastinating, I'm taking too long. Those are not rational words to use on yourself. If it's not the time, it's not the time. And I'm not saying it's not the time. What I'm saying is, if we're focusing too much on the time, we delay the time. You see, I'm getting that again, that there's an anxiety and a concern around when it's going to be ready, when it's going to be right. And that's it. You're going to know You're gonna know. There will obviously, and there will be that feeling when it's time to release. There'll be that feeling of questioning. That is normal. That is normal, that the feeling of nerves, anxiety as you're about to release, like a stage fright of sorts, that is a different type of anxiety. But when this thing is ready, you'll know. So there's the readiness to release it, and there's the readiness to present it. Those are two different readinesses, if that's a word. And you will know at each point. They require different things. The one is an internal knowing that what you've created is perfect in and of itself. Not perfect in the sense that it's flawless, but perfect in the sense that it's exactly how it needs to be right now. And the other type is readiness to show up, your readiness to show up. So with regard to the actual creation, your clarity is coming, but give yourself time. Release yourself of that pressure. I hope this helped.